What happened last time?
We escorted the villagers of Hollerstorm back to Don Call, back to a safe haven, informed the council and Allura of the happenings over there, and set back out on our journey across towards Goldenswade. As we were crossing the plains, we got a little surprise ping from Pokemon, and and the guy with a moon mask sitting on a cloud started throwing tornadoes at us. And so we tried to
That was funny.
We tried to evade him for a bit, and it did not work out well for us. So we eventually confronted him, stepped through the storms, and came out the other side a little bit beaten up for a couple of us, but otherwise not too bad. And then made our way. We found a little geyser tunnel area that we're on the wrong map. It's not listed here at the moment. Maybe it's over here. A bunch of acid geysers with some rare minerals underneath. Luke, as what did you turn into? Badger or something?
Yeah, that's what cave.
Yeah.
Badger.
Started digging down to inspect the geysers a little bit, and discovered an ancient green dragon just chilling back down there. Or maybe black dragon? Yeah, black dragon for acid. It should have been. Or something like that.
It was green.
Oh, it was a green dragon. We very quickly fucked our way away from that. After mining a little bit of the minerals. And kept making our way across. We reached the edge of the Torrent depths, or we made our way, and we ran into a group of these like fish people things around a swordfish, and they were all freaking out. And we learned it was the great swordfish, a magical talking swordfish that had leapt from the Torrent depths to 2 or 3 miles away from the Torrent depths. So we loaded this ginormous fish onto our cart and rolled him back to the Torrent depths, keeping him alive as we could, and rescued him. And he imparted some knowledge upon us about bodies that we're kind of looking into with regard to this plague doctor entity. Some fucked up, weird, cursed bodies being thrown into the Torrent depths from the woods in the Wicked Thicket. Luke also gave these fish people some interesting ideas on how to rebel against the oppressive humans of the overworld. Very important.
Surely have no repercussions.
Absolutely no repercussions for the local economy. And then we finished our journey, arriving at Goldenswade. I forget. Did we go to the mayor first, or did we go to the workshop first?
I think we went to the mayor first.
So we went to Mayor Crane Velmont, who was in a meeting with a lead detective, Jorvin Tarlin, who was a beefcake-looking tabaxi. They told us about some of the stuff going on, these bodies marked with a pentagram symbol, this detective having some sort of vision of something, and after kind of collaborating some details, we told them about the bodies in the Torrent depths, all that. They gave us the go-ahead to do a little bit more digging, gave us warnings to stay away from the mining guilds, the guild hall requiring permission to enter, stuff like that. And then we made our way to the workshop.
That's the other way.
What?
Because the cliffhanger was you guys. He's like, "Yo, you got something on you," and you're like, "What? Why? Wait, tell us what's happening." And then I ended the episode.
He is correct. Yeah.
So I missed the part about the workshop. Then we went to the workshop of the contact for all the villagers of some of the villagers of Hollowstorm. Met up with the smith, master smith, who imparted the reward bestowed upon us for saving everybody which was a basically rolling fortress, a /living station / war machine / bastion-y type thing. That is like a moving place of residence for us as we travel from city to city. Too big to really be in the cities themselves, but like good enough to keep us safe and comfy in the transit.
We got a fantasy minivan.
Yes. With an AI companion.
Amazing.
Right.
And then we go to the mayor and get all the... Yes.
Yep. Cool. Yes, all of you are marked with a very clear symbol of... I mean, it's pretty easy with my all-seeing eye to notice that you guys are like a beacon for any... just asking for a deal, it looks like.
Yeah, we've heard that once or twice, and we've had a massive problem with would-be suitors harassing us at every hour of the day.
Well, that's shocking that you would put such a curse on yourself and not want that to happen, because it won't stop.
I don't think we put it on ourselves.
Oh.
At least not knowingly.
Well, I mean, let's see here. It's only on 3 of you.
Oh.
Who's it on?
Oh, it's on these good fellows, as he gestures towards Ty, Val, and Ulo.
Yeah, that tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Fey beings.
Yeah, that Fey wildlife.
Have you made any, like, deals or bargains with creatures, demons, fays of any kind recently? Maybe you did a favor, went on a quest, per se.
No, just like a little friend of mine, you know.
I mean, I made one deal.
Yeah, it was a small deal, nothing
Mhm.
crazy. And no Fey or anything, just a friend.
Oh, sure. Then I guess...
Did you make your deals after we started getting after?
Yeah, what... Was there
I think it was after the incident with the Paladin of Hate.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
That's when
Very
they
hateful
started
guy.
showing up. So before then, no suitors. After then, many suitors.
so many suitors, swimming in
Wait.
suitors.
We made a deal with the Paladin.
Did we?
Did we?
To spare our lives, he took a finger. He
Mm.
took your fingers.
That's
True.
that is true.
But that's kind of paid in full, right?
Maybe,
Yeah,
but maybe
Doesn't
that...
mean it. Doesn't mean the deal didn't
kind of
leave a
fingers?
mark.
Maybe the deal itself left a mark. Maybe it was part of the... Maybe that was the part of the deal was a curse on... I don't know. But then it would really only be
why
on
on all
you. Why,
3 of
yeah,
us?
why on all 3 of you?
We all came from the Feywilds.
Was there anything that happened before you came to the Feywild, or before you came from?
A lot of weed.
We had to pull a job in order to seek passage to the material plane.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
What happened in this?
Do you remember the names, Ulo?
I'm looking for it. I've got it.
Yeah, I gotta say we're gonna have to dig for this one. Give us a second.
Duke Callum Willowstride is the name
Yeah,
you're
it
looking
is.
for.
We're all like,
Thank It's right there under my enemy. It's excellent.
yep.
Duke Callum Willowstride. We had to do a job for him in order to get here.
Yeah, he wanted a dragon egg. You know. I don't know if that's relevant, but
Oh, look at that! You mentioned that. I can see right there on you. There's draconic cursings with a mix of Feywild on these markings. Probably, if you stole an egg from a dragon, it probably cursed you.
It was able to do that even after we gave the egg away?
Probably picking it up was a safety measure.
Can we?
I'm surprised we didn't.
Oh, certainly. You just must return to the dragon and get it to remove it.
And there's no other way to do that. Like, we can't, this isn't a DIY curse removal.
I don't know any other way. Maybe you could go to some other place, like Last Star, or some experts in Dawn Call might be able to tell you specifics of what it might be, but yeah, no, typically with those kind of curses, that's you went and did it. The effect has happened now. There's preventative measures, but it's kind of like asking, hey, I got a disease. How do I get rid of the disease? It's like, well, you could try essential oils, or you could go to the doctor. Those are your options.
Oh no.
What do we know about the dragon that we stole the egg from?
You didn't ask shit. You just did it. You Chaos Crew monsters. You were just like, bet, when he's just like, I need it. And you're like, yeah, whatever.
So
Those are taken out.
what kinds of details? Like, what kind of a dragon egg was it? What was its layer? Like, what kinds of, what do you know about it?
I will say
it was this big?
It was a massive dragon egg. It was
it had
very
scale.
large.
I think it was probably a bit bigger than that, with your like 4-foot body gesturing like your arms out.
That's not to scale. That's just how he.
Okay.
It certainly took at least the three of you to be able to move this giant egg.
It's bigger than me. That's for sure.
Certainly. It definitely was like rainbow shelled on the outside and constantly glowing with different types of like continuously holographic type of movement on it. The nest itself was definitely dug in to a obscure area that you couldn't easily get into. Duke Callum was really nice that he portaled them right in there. It seemed like he'd been planning this for a very long time. Had them pick it up and portaled them right out, and then portaled them to this place. It was pretty darn easy. No dragon to be seen. It seemed like the dragon was out. It was very planned well.
Yeah, it was in and out. It was,
in and out,
easy
quick
job, all
adventure.
things.
About 20 minutes, maybe. And apparently we got STDs. Secretly transmitted diseases, of course.
Secretly transmitted dragons.
Yeah.
Actually, the way this functions, this might be problematic for you because probably the dragon can track you down now at any time.
Oh no.
I mean, can dragons
Can it
get
cross
the material plane?
Yeah, I was like, can it cross?
Exactly. I think that's what's been keeping you safe so far.
Oh,
If it
it's
did
great.
cross, it would probably find you.
We're all like, oh no.
But remember,
say
all these
if we
other
ever decide to
characters
go
seem to be
home.
approaching you, so it stands
is
to reason that it's doing
Historically,
everything it can to find you right now.
There's historically a very famous dragon god that crossed over to the material plane.
Yeah. Hopefully
Thankfully,
it
it's
wasn't
not
legit.
that one, because Reed's not mean.
Yep.
It's definitely a possibility that it could or come, and that would be bad.
Yeah.
We just have to plan then.
We just won't go home.
Is this
Simple.
something that like a cleric with the ability to disrupt normal curses could remove, or is this something a little bit more intricate?
Looked more interesting. It really looks like you messed with like an ancient dragon or more here.
What if we made
Oh.
friends with like a more powerful dragon? Could he remove?
Yeah.
Or perhaps we have it fight a demon, take two problems and smush them at each other.
And make an even bigger problem?
No, make two
If it
smaller
dies,
problems.
I don't think this goes away. Then I'm really uncertain how you remove the curse.
So we need to
Ah.
convince this dragon to just remove the curse willingly, even though we have
So
committed
what about
a slight.
what about this Duke? Is this something we could like get the egg back and return it?
Mm-hmm.
He's not.
He
friendly.
exists inside the Willowlands. He is elevated himself to high power inside a section of the Feywilds, and he is a bit unhinged.
What was his name again?
Duke Callum Willowstride.
Stride.
Oh, he's got art. It's good art.
Mm-hmm. Seems like a perfectly nice guy. I don't see the problem.
He just
I am-
approached them
I am
all
Groot.
when they were asking
Bad
about, like, we need a way to get to the main plane. And then, like, immediately their question was answered. It's like, you need help?
Did Willowstride have any kind of a reputation that preceded him?
Only after he told you guys. You never heard him, but he was definitely somebody that was looking to solidify his dukehood and control as much of the Willowlands as possible in the Feywilds. He was having some trouble with the Archfey that took over, but he said that this egg would iron out everything. You know, now that you think about it, it's odd that stealing a dragon egg would cause all these people to stop bothering him, the most powerful people in the Feywild. Feels like maybe there's something more to do with this egg and the situation.
Well, we should make note that Willowstride is someone we will have to talk to, maybe eventually deal with, in order to rid ourselves of this curse.
Yeah, if this becomes an issue, we'll definitely have to probably attempt to get the egg back.
Egg services, you say? Egg services,
sorry, we're
I
not
have.
Not interested.
Not interested.
They're right about you all. I want you to know that. They're right. As he walks away.
Okay. Okay.
Don't really know how we're gonna make contact with him if he's in the Feywild and we go there and then immediately get attacked. Probably.
Doesn't the sending spell go across planes?
It probably can. I know there's some.
I mean, I'm not a magic expert.
I believe
yeah.
there's some chance of
does.
interference,
That's
but
correct.
it typically is able to transcend the planes.
There's only a small chance of interference if you're a magic user of a lesser sort.
Okay.
Well, it seems that there are going to be a lot of steps involved in getting this curse removed, but we still do have the problem at hand. And if the problem of our curse involves us dealing with an ancient dragon of any kind, we need to be far more powerful and capable than we are currently. So perhaps we spend a little bit more time on this plane, biding our time and growing before we decide to deal with that problem.
I would say we should avoid the dragon at all costs before possibly we have something to pacify it.
I mean, we passed a dragon on the way here. We could practice if we really wanted to.
I don't think that would be wise.
I think you're right.
I think the best bet would be to return the egg, but even then it might still destroy us for doing it in the first place.
I mean, at the very least, we should probably find out more about this dragon to see
Yes.
what it's. Just to understand it a little bit more and see if there's something we could do to not have it immediately vaporize all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Because I imagine a dragon who's had its egg stolen is probably not going to be too fair to both the thieves themselves as well as anything within vicinity of them.
Do we need
I wonder
to?
if Oberyn knows anything about this dragon. Next time we see him, ask.
Don't you like have his number or something?
Number? No, I mean
I think-
one.
Oh, sorry. Doesn't. How do I explain this? Don't you have like a way to contact him?
Not
Like,
that I'm aware
doesn't
of.
he have like a business card or something?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, boy.
I can yell. Do you think that would work?
It
I-
would seem
worth a
that
shot.
he shows up when it's convenient for him.
Alright, I start yelling Oberyn. Just over and over.
You see all of a sudden fingers appear on Ulo's shoulders as the
It works.
hostage of
I hate
Oberyn
that.
does show up, and
That works.
his opacity comes into full solid as he looks at the group, and he's just like, "Is something wrong, my dear Ulo?"
Yeah, we just learned that we have a magical dragon curse on us from stealing a dragon egg.
He looks down. Oh shit. What it's almost like he's looking at Ulo like a dog that's gotten into something and the tail is wagging. He's like, oh no.
It was so fun.
Where did you pick that up?
Yeah,
You
100%.
The skunk
Yeah.
smell finally sets in.
Wait a minute.
Oh, where did you go? When did this happen?
Oh, of course, because you're on the plane. That's why they can see it, but I couldn't, and it's a fey. Oh, my lord. Oh, this is horrible, horrible. Oh, my goodness. Oh, dear God. No, not my boy. No, I can't lose you. Why would you do this to me? As he looks at Ulo.
But
Bad
Val's
Ulo.
idea? It was Val's idea.
Bad Val. You stupid idiot as he goes to hit you. You're getting my boy
excuse me.
killed again. I thought we are supposed to be working as a team here. Patience. Very thin as he looks over toward, oh my God. Andros.
Andros.
Andros, like the character from
Star Fox Adventures. That's why I keep saying it over and over again, because I'm not certain I'm saying the right one. Yes. Andros is Star Fox. Andros is Star Fox.
No.
Andros is
There you go.
There
That's
you
what-
go,
There
there
it
you
is. There it is.
As he looks
Yeah.
over and just like, ooh, you look devilishly happy, don't you? Feeling powerful lately, you little bastard. Anyway, what you three have done is, you guys are still in the mayor's office, as the mayor just like,
It's probably like what in the
Yeah.
world?
and you see him, he's just like, and he just grabs and teleports you all away because he doesn't want
Oh,
to be
man.
talking in front of those things.
Oh.
And you
Those
guys
things.
appear inside a room somewhere in Goldenswade. It looks like you're in some sort of just private room. No idea how he knows where that is. That's not great. And he's like, that's more private than whatever you were doing. Couldn't have been that important. So, you three are marked with Vorthos's sign.
Who's Vorthos?
Oh no.
Good boy. Vorthos, for the uneducated here, is kin to Typhus Dune. You know, the one
heard
that
that
is
name.
leading the entire Fey Wilds right now.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Oh, good. It would seem you stole one of their children.
Ah.
Where is it?
They gave
Duke-
it to Duke
Duke guy.
Calum
Yeah.
Willowstride.
He goes over and just smacks you in the mouth. He walks over to Ulo. Bad! Very, very bad!
You know, I may look like a demon, but at least I'm not nasty to my coworkers. And hitting women.
He's ignoring you.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Stress very high. I thought we had a really nice couple weeks off. We simmered down. I had time to reflect on things and scheme, and think, and things we're fine. But now this is quite that somebody comes up and just like, do you need something for? And he just turns around and goes, "Be gone!" And just the guy erupts in wild green flames. Ah! Ah! And falls down. This is a delicate situation, something that needs to be resolved. It now makes a lot more sense why Callum over there has been making quite the big moves unchallenged in the Feywilds of politics and all that. He's been causing quite the ruckus, and I was awfully surprised nobody has swatted him down, but knowing one of Vorthos's beloved children is in his grasp, it would make sense why they are tolerating his takeover of the Willowwood. Poser.
You know, we did everything right. I mean, we didn't even give him our names or anything. There was nothing we did wrong. He sent us in there, teleported us directly there, teleported out, and that was it. I was for sure I followed every step not to do.
Yeah.
But whatever.
And
He starts patting your shoulders and hands you like a Fey cookie, whatever equivalent of a treat is to you. And he just like, you did listen to me. Look at that. You did an excellent, yes. You couldn't have possibly known that the eggs would be cursed. You two should have known, as he points over to Val and Ty.
Really?
Misleading my boy on these adventures. Unbelievable. Risking his life.
I don't know if you think I'm the smart one, but I'm definitely not the smart one.
I
like to have fun with Ulo.
You're cursed too. You have
Yeah.
another curse on you.
Wait, what?
What are you all doing? What is this? Oh, yeah, wait. You're cursed, and you have a Fey follower as he points at Val.
Yes.
As he looks out the window and you see the masked man go down a little bit. You, as he points towards Andros. My poor boy. I think it's time for an exfil. You are annoying, you. I already looked into your shit. And then you, as he points to Ty, that's bad news, what you have on you. Yes!
No.
Don't know me! What are you, a moron? You just play games with anybody that shows up to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
Moron.
He did do that.
Yep.
He
Absolute
He
idiot. Oh my God. I want you to know at the worst possible moment, that favor will be called in and you will rule the day you lost that game.
She's a bit of a degenerate gambler. She's working on it.
Oh, did you get the name of the gambler?
Yeah, I did.
Did you tell us the name?
I don't think I told you guys the
I
name.
don't
I don't
think you
think
did.
he did. I don't think he did.
Because I have it written, but I don't know if you've told
Yeah,
me.
I don't think I told you guys.
Did I write it down?
I wrote it down.
I did.
I'll tell
I
you.
did write it down. I found it.
Yeah, her name's Yatana.
Not move any emotions in your tiny little halfling body. What are you, a sheltered child? As he looks over at Ulo. Like, I understand him. He's from a different plane. You came from this plane.
Yeah, I wasn't here for very long. And then I kind of wandered into the Feywilds on accident, and I think that might have messed with my brain, to be honest with you. Spent a lot of time with the Satyr King.
Yatana?
That was fun.
What?
Yeah. You know the Satyr King? Cool
You're
guy.
functional?
Yeah.
No one parties with the Satyr King and is functional anymore.
Well, I mean, I got like a curse, but other than that, you know. And some weird magic stuff, but you know, other than that. And I developed a degenerate gambling addiction.
That's almost par for the course. I can't believe you didn't get the horrible drug and alcohol addiction that comes with it as well.
Well, I am a halfling, so it's in my blood.
I- was I mad at you? Am I pitying you? I don't even.
Rolf,
I
what's
don't
your
know
deal?
how to feel
You've
anymore.
got a curse, right?
He's like destroyed his worldview. He's like, oh, you're with the Satyr King? I guess this is fine. This is normal.
You're lucky to be breathing, honestly, and functioning, but not. It's still such a just disappointment. Dear God, this group. How did you even find the wildfires beyond me? Oh God. With the words said out loud, I would like Rolf and Andros to make religion checks or history checks.
Okay.
Or the name that I said?
Yes.
Okay.
Where is my sheet?
Yeah, where's your sheet?
Oh.
Let's see. Do I get
You're
any
so-
bonus for my extended military background in life?
Nope.
Okay.
Nah.
And that's a 5 hit.
There it is.
Okay.
Extended life.
15.
Old.
Rolf, this is familiar. You remember learning about each of the demon lords in your upbringing. And this is the demon lord of trickery and deceit. This is somebody of immense power that preys on the desperate and the foolhardy. You know that the deals she makes are that of the stories of the monkey paw.
Mm-hmm. Well, she was the demon lord of
Trickery and deceit.
trickery, and deceit. Monkey's paw.
No, not the monkey paw demon. Fuck.
I've heard of. I remember learning of Yatana from stories growing up. Apparently, she's the demon of trickery and deceit.
Okay.
And
Is that bad?
yeah, I would say so.
Like a title, so like a titled demon,
Like a known demon?
Of the 13,
Demon lord.
Yeah.
she
Oh,
is
God.
an essence from the demons of hell that used to rule that are dead now.
you know,
Oh, no.
like the Von Kraken being who is
Oh no.
fighting all of Dawncall right now.
She's
Oh,
just as
no.
powerful as.
Oh no.
And she made the right call she preyed on you so bad she gave you her actual name and you didn't even notice.
I mean, but that's a big deal. You know her actual name. That gives you
Yeah.
some degree of negotiation.
Does it?
What are you talking about?
There are
feel like
certain
this-
arcane
that's-
rituals
that's
where
a-
that is a benefit.
Well,
In the Feywilds at best. You're on your dumb plane. Names are not power here.
You're dumpling. He hates it here.
Okay. So now we have 2 demon lords and an ancient dragon to worry about.
Yeah. So if we pit them against each other,
That's not how this is gonna work out, Ty.
We're gonna take all of our problems and we're gonna ball them up into one big arena. And they're gonna sort themselves out.
The confidence that you think they have any... they don't view us as beings. They view us as ants, essentially.
Exactly. So what we do is we tell the dragon that she sent us to take the egg.
yeah.
And we're not worth anything, so why would he bother with us? So he goes after her.
Or it just vaporizes us and then goes after her.
But we'll still get her.
Maybe it's a demon lord.
honestly,
They might be able to take down an ancient dragon.
Well, then the dragon dies, and we got him.
And then we're already dead.
I'd prefer to find a solution where
You're not dead, preferably.
I'd like to
Ideally,
find a
that's
solution.
our main goal is not
Ideal state.
dead.
Yes.
Alive.
I would have to agree with Andros. I would like to find a solution where we are still alive.
Oh, God's above.
Porthos
Alive
is
is-
known as
alive
the
is
Wild
best,
Light and has developed special types of powers that can even keep her kin at bay. It can't defeat her kin by any means, but is an extremely powerful creature. If we have to deal with this, there is opportunity to maybe steal some of our powers, though. So keep an eye out for that if that opportunity presents itself, and you will be rewarded handsomely like you were for the wildfire. But hopefully it doesn't come to that, and we are going to have a much better solution.
And you have it.
It's in progress. I need to go check some things. I need to talk to some people. I need to bully some people. I discuss things with people. And, yes, we are going to, at the very least, make sure I save you. I can guarantee that. I'm going to look out for you.
That's
Ulo.
very reassuring for the rest of us. Thank you.
Yes, you all earned it.
Well,
He turns
you look
back
out
over.
for Ulo, and Ulo will look out for us, right, Ulo?
Absolutely.
And that.
You are adorable and you careful.
Don't you have some babies to kick?
Are you talking to me?
no,
My headset just
No,
died. so-
no, I'm
he's staring right at you. You can see the debate in his mind of whether or not he's engaging or not. And he's like, beneath me.
It seems like you're done with us anyway.
I will be back shortly. Do not die. And he disappears.
Oh man.
Ah,
I mean,
That
we
adds a
had
few
problems.
wrinkles.
I just like look at Ty for a moment, and then I just look away.
Does he still look very angry?
Oh, he looks.
I
He can't even
I
suppress
have-
his demonoid rage right now.
It's never gotten any better.
Not to make it any better.
That double check.
I
I
am.
cut through the animosity in this room, but where are we?
Let's give her like a sheepish.
Is there a window?
There is a window. You can look outside and you do notice you're inside this, still in the city of Goldenswade. I
we're
need to
somewhere.
change the music, so give me a second.
I'll try. I'll walk over to Andros and try to give him like some gold as like a
That's big.
olive branch, if you will.
What?
I'll like hold out like 10 gold pieces and just be like,
What is this?
gold.
Are you trying to pay me to like you again?
No, I'm just trying to say sorry for making you so mad and putting everyone in danger. And this is the only thing I can think of that might be of value to you.
Keep your gold. Just do better.
Okay.
Just promise me you'll do better.
Okay.
And no gambling. Or at least no gambling with magical entities.
Can I
Yes, I
gamble at the
think-
casino?
What you do with your money is your own. Just don't gamble with magical creatures that can bring harm to the rest of us.
Yay!
In particular, don't gamble with the demon lord of trickery and deceit.
No. Can ruin that surprise. I think it's time we settle our debts as best as possible.
I'm assuming that's her.
You see appearing before you inside this room
God.
what appears
So
to
tired.
be. Let me go grab her. Might take me a second actually to find this. It's been a while since I've had to have this. Let's check my downloads first, and then I'm gonna check another place for the. I haven't been subscribed to Midjourney in quite a while.
Wow! Wow!
He's been
It's
planning
over.
all along.
Yeah.
It's in Midjourney. Justin, did you tell them the secret message I had for you earlier today?
No, but
Alright,
you
don't
did
don't tell them.
message.
No, you don't have to
Okay.
tell them. I'll just.
Okay, I loved it, by the way. I just
I thought
like
so.
laughed. I was at work and I was
knew
just
it.
like, what is
I knew
this?
it.
I mean, I knew it was gonna be something along those lines, but I didn't know what it was gonna be.
Well, I found that first. That's why I also brought that up. So
Nice.
they can see that message for Justin. I DM'd him out of nowhere. You could all expect the same in the future.
Oh, just at work, and I was like, oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
There I was.
there I was, just chilling at work,
All of a sudden,
I knew he'd
and
like
then
that.
my soul left my body for about 2 seconds.
You
they
all
headshot
can,
my soul while it was separated from my body.
you
No.
all
They
can
AoE'd my
grave-
body and my soul, and I got
grave
body.
anticipation of which one you will get in the future.
I thought it was gonna be the moon.
That was definitely the next one on my chopping block.
I was gonna say that was.
Now that you brought it up, I'm gonna have to change it now.
I was gonna say that's rent free in my head.
That was the next one I was gonna send. Was currently the
Every
moon
time I
haunts
see
you.
the
is in my
moon
head.
outside, I'm just like, the moon.
And you know, at some point you're gonna get just again for 35 seconds straight.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it, man.
You're gonna have
I
a
just,
library. Yeah.
right before we started, I saw a clip of somebody playing as Winter Soldier, and he landed like
He landed like 20.
13, like
Yeah,
13 ults
it
in a
was
row.
absurd. I saw that one, I think.
I love it. I love it.
He literally just pushed them back to their spawn point and was waiting for them to come out of spawn.
Mm-hmm. What's cool is it sounds like a nuke every time, like a Modern Warfare 2 nuke when he hits it. It sounds like it resets and it's just like, this is just
It's
ridiculous.
the same feeling as getting one too.
Yep.
You're like, oh,
Oh.
that's like pure peak design, pure dopamine. Just,
Mhm.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a spot, baby.
So anyway, Demon Lord time.
I'm working on it. I had to log into Midjourney. Now I'm scrolling through months and months of generations. I'm getting
All right.
past the latest of all the heralds I did. God knows how long ago.
It's fine. It's fine. We're fine.
There's Brian. There's Escott. I don't even know what that dragon is. I'm sure I showed it to you guys. There's stuff for the other group. Other group. Now let's see. Yeah, that sort of gets the imagery going. That's about what you guys can expect. G2 active scene. What is that? What's in the G2 active scene? Who's messaging me? That's Discord. That's that group. That's that. I can
Oh.
activate.
Oh.
Edgy.
That's Edgy Boy from the other group.
More.
He loves that.
I was
he,
like, this
he
doesn't
loves that
feel-
character so much.
The Revenant.
That's his name, the Revenant.
That's
He
his name is
loves
the
the
Revenant?
Revenant.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
The Revenant.
This creature type. This creature type is his name.
No, actually,
No,
well,
that is not his name. That's just the name they know.
yeah.
He's a really cool character.
Word.
That's my other Ryan.
Yes.
Beautiful.
He's technically the first Ryan, actually, in my life.
That
Oof. Oh,
Wow.
got it.
Don't let him say that to you, Ryan.
I'm sorry, we became friends orientation in college, so
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Makes sense.
we were in the
Wow.
same orientation group and we became friends, and here we are,
Here we are.
almost so many. I don't even know how many years later.
42.
I mean, it's 11 years now. 11, 12 years.
I don't want to talk about that.
2013. Yeah, it's 12 years would be my orientation.
This is good timing, actually. I'm gonna throw some stuff in the oven real quick.
All right. Well, I guess we'll take our break there. Take
All
a
right, you
break.
find your picture.
I have
and
it. It's
we'll
up.
grab-
If you guys
Oh,
look.
It's
Oh,
this.
but I
It's
didn't
this.
activate
It's
it.
in the
Yeah.
Discord stream. Yeah.
And then I'll activate it and bring you all where you're supposed to be.
Ah, this
Oh,
is
My-
awful.
Yeah, that's something. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
This bodes well for us. She's short. We could take her.
That's the spirit, Michael. That is the spirit. This conveys it. It's not obviously one-to-one, but this definitely conveys the vibe, I think of her as. All right, I'm gonna...
Crazy lady.
Anyway. What did the voice changer sound like to you guys? The right voice? Let's see.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Now that your friend has gone and ruined my surprise, I think it's only fair if all of you have a game with me. A wager of a favor versus being left alone. Dearest Kai, you can sit this one out. You have already been decided. The rest of you need to play the game.
No thanks.
That's not an option. Being disqualified from the game by not participating in the game will garner my wrath. Disqualify you and you will be forced to do a favor for me at some point without even trying. That's not nearly as fun. You have the option to not play the game. You just lose.
So
You're
you
free to
lose, not
choose.
betting anything.
Where's the fun in gambling when they're forced into it? You're not playing an actual game of chance. There's no choice involved.
There's always a choice involved. This is choice. You have the freedom to lose or attempt to win.
I mean, that just sounds like you lose either way. How can we trust that you're playing the game fair?
I always play my games fair. I'm only here because you changed some of the rules. And I set the records. So whoever wants to step up for the first game, please do.
As she sets up a table, you see there is like an aura in the background of a clock begin to go that you have a time to decide who wants to step up to the table before somebody's going to get picked to be disqualified and automatically lose the game, and you will owe her a favor.
Did she say she called in a favor to do this?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, probably the voice changer was doing that.
Okay.
She's just doing it to do
No,
it. 'cause
you're
can.
gonna owe her a favor. Now that you guys know Ty owes a favor to her, all of you now, she's getting you whether on or off. So you're either gonna owe her a favor or she's not gonna worry about it.
I'll
That's
step
what
up
you're
to the
wagering.
table.
That's the game right now that she's playing. Is you're trying to not have her sight on you. Basically, you don't want to owe her anything.
I'll step up to the table.
But I do.
You do.
Big ower out here. I did it to the bot, Reed.
Wait. For the first game, we're going to play the coin of fate. Heads, you win with this tale. Heads, you win. Tails, you lose. But what's heads and what's tails? You must figure it out. Get ready.
She showed us the coin.
So,
I'm just gonna get out of the voice changer before I go more into detail because it's not gonna be helpful for you. So the Demon Lord has shown you a magical coin with no markings. It appears blank, shimmering with chaos. The demon explained to you, heads you win, tails you lose, but what is heads and what is tails, you must figure that out. She's going to flip the coin. And you need to figure out some way to try and determine which one is which.
Okay.
You have 3 rounds, and you're trying to win the most out of it. So she's going to flip it. It's going to go on a side, and you're going to call it. And you're going to try, you need to somehow, you're going to make a roll, obviously, mechanically speaking. But the idea is your character is going to somehow discern what side is up. So she's flicking a coin. It's going to land. It's blank. And you got to guess whether it's heads or tails. You can just guess, or you can do some rolls to try and figure out what's going on.
Okay. So on the initial view, it looks like the coin appears the same on each side.
Yes, it's
Blank
it looks,
and no markings as far as a quick glance.
it's just glowing, and there's like a black reddish smoke that comes off it. And as she like flips it up in the air, the smoke stops, and it just looks like a normal silver dollar type coin, but completely flat. It definitely looks otherworldly in that sense. Maybe currency you would see for like the who you give to Kuros when you go pay the ferryman. Type of deal in Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Flips through the air and goes tink tink on the table, and you see her. Is it heads? Is it tail? Which is it? What does your mind's eye tell you?
What are the limitations in terms of inspecting, if any?
Let's see.
I was asking her specifically.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making sure I read over the rules I have here just to make sure I am good with all the mechanics. Because when you're going to try and break the mechanics, got to make sure I know the mechanics.
Are we gambling with the Queen of Gambling?
Yes.
She basically gave us the choice of play to maybe win or automatically lose. So
Well, that's not much of a choice.
that's what I said.
I see nobody has watched Squid Games. That is a massive theme in Squid Games that she is definitely based off of that. They chose to be here. They have the free will to leave at any time, these desperate people. I didn't pull the trigger on them. They chose to play in the game. What if I want to go home and don't want to play? Well, that's up to a group vote, and then majority wins. And also, fuck you. If you lose, you die. This doesn't really feel like shut the fuck up. You may not touch the coin. You must call the coin when it is in the air, and then when it lands, you may get close and look with your eyes, and may cast any spells as you want if you think it will help you. But I assure you, it will not. I'm not gonna keep going with the voice changer because it's always hard to hear in that, but you got the idea of the otherworldly demon voice.
I want to just kind of, without touching it, but trying to get close with it, I want to use my prosthetic arm, my demon-infused arm.
Yes.
And I want to try to just, like, kind of bring it real close to the coin, but not physically touch it.
Yep.
And just, like, try to see if it reacts in any way. Or if my arm reacts in any way.
I would say the arm doesn't. I'd say even though it's a demonic arm, you get the sense with this test that she does this to everybody, right? Including demons. So she probably happily, with her own followers or enemy followers, she does the same game. So it has to be able to work against demons as well.
Okay. Then
But you're good.
Yeah.
And there's probably like a clock behind her. Again, it reset, and you have five minutes for the first one to decide.
Yeah.
So you have time.
I am going to...
Squid Game.
I'm gonna do something silly. I'm gonna cast Mending on it.
You
Or
cast
actually, wait, hold on.
Yep.
I need to... Oh, it is touch, so I can't use that.
Okay.
Alright, I think I'll just start with just trying to closely inspect it.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Hope to God this works out. Ah. That's only a 7, so I will let that go.
this coin looks perfectly unidentifiable. Like, it's... You really hope that she's someone of her word to her games, which she notoriously is. She will never break the rules of her game, as Legend has had, but who knows when you're actually in the ring with the demon? Maybe she sucks. Maybe she's a demon lord that has just spread that, but that's not actually how she plays. You're going to figure that out. But there is no way by the coin for you to determine what's heads and what's tails.
I'm going to look her eyes, and I'm going to try to read her face as I say heads.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Hmm.
Gosh. I'm going to use... So I rolled a 7 again, and I have a -1, so that'd be a 6. However, I'm going to use 1 point of my second wind to Tactical Mind and add a D10 to an ability check roll.
Okay, okay.
Fighter stuff. He's doing fighter stuff.
Come on.
What's a D10? There's a D10.
Come on.
What is a D10, truly?
Come on.
Definitely the weirdest
okay.
dice.
So that ends up being a 6, 15.
Yes! You figured out the mechanic and then you passed the DC.
Nice.
That's always the worst, where you got all the way to the end and then you're like, 2. And it's just like, great, now he's miserable.
D&D, baby.
As you see, you say heads, there's a slight curl in her face, a bit of a frown, as all of a sudden you see a fire, a little, what would be like the top of a candle fire, appear next to you on your side of the table. And you called the first one right. He's like, and good guess on your part. She takes the coin again, and she gets ready for round 2. This time the clock goes down to 2 minutes instead of 5. Round 2.
I'm going to try to
ping.
watch it
Yes.
as she had picked it up, and I'm going to try to track and see... it's going to be tough, but I'm going to try and see if I can track the surface.
Sure.
And, like, try to track it and see, okay, is it the same surface that she picked up with? Like, can I keep a... Can I cup game this unfaced coin?
Absolutely.
You said spellcasting was allowed after it landed, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so once the coin lands, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on Andros.
You can do that. That's fine.
And I'm going to give you Owl's Wisdom. So you have advantage on all wisdom-based checks.
What's the noise that Baldur's Gate makes? I forget. There's a specific noise when you give that ability, the enhanced stuff. Okay. As it's flipping, that's going to be to try and track that.
Perception?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd say perception, yeah.
Okay. So that is with the advantage.
I have no idea what's going on with the hands, by the way, in this picture,
Okay.
and all the extra people. I don't even know what the hell the prompt was, but...
That's another 15.
Excellent. Okay. Well, this is not reading her. This is that, so...
Let's do... No, I'll
I'm going to say you are... you're
I can... If you
pretty confident. You're not 100% with the 15, but you think you were able to track it. You know, like in cup games, we feel favorably, but you weren't like, I know I got that one out of 15, and you believe it's now heads is face down.
Okay.
You think, but not confident.
All right. So is this... I'm going to say out loud... Do I think this is heads or tails? And when I say that, I want to see, does her lip twitch on, like, does she show anything when I say what side?
Sure. Go ahead and give me that perception, or insight check, rather.
You still have advantage. It lasts for an hour.
Okay. That's gonna be a 16, and I can choose to use my other use of tactical mind. It's if I fail, I can choose to expend it. So
You didn't fail. You passed the DC.
Okay.
Yeehaw.
When you go to say, let's see.
I said, is it heads
Or tails? So you see there's a little bit of a smile. There's a twitch when you say tails, that she's almost excited for you to try and say tails.
Okay. I think it's heads.
You see she looks and all of a sudden goes a smile, and then all of a sudden a second fire comes next to you and you see her frown.
Well played, Andros. Well played.
She hands over a little sealed wax seal on just a piece of paper. What the hell do they call that? Oh my god!
It is a signet, a wax seal.
You don't know. I got that, but the paper, parchment on parchment.
Oh,
Parchment.
Yes. So they put the wax seal, hands it over to you, and she's like,
Here's your certificate of me not caring about you. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Who's next?
as the big grin comes back to her face.
We all get to do this? Individually?
Everybody but Ty. Ty already lost
Oh yeah, I got
days
screwed.
ago.
Well,
How about
that's unfortunate.
how about one more flip? And if I succeed, I grant immunity to one of my companions.
They can earn it on their own. Your luck is high today, clearly. But I appreciate the gesture to help your comrades.
I'll
It's
step out.
it's still 2 minutes, but the 2 minutes is clocking down for the next person to come up to the
yeah,
table.
so I'll step away.
It's a little halfling table too, so like Andrews was like,
I was pretty tall above it.
yeah. Who's up next?
Go ahead, Rolf. I'll tap you with an enhance ability as well.
I don't like this at all, but
I'll as I've got my back to her and I'm going towards Rolf, I'll kind of like do a quick gesture of like look to the face silently.
I take in his meaning, but don't show any realization that a conversation happened.
It appears this group has understood the severity of a demon lord showing up. Very good.
No
They
big
have put the two adults have put their big boy pants on as the three chaos children are slowly learning mom and dad are not happy.
The group are working. They're working real fucking hard right now.
You see, as you sit down, Rolf, the clock resets back to 5. The coin disappears, and on the table, 3 cards appear. She deals 3 of them face down, appearing as glowing lights out of her hand, out of incredible sight of hand.
One of these cards of triumph, one the card of doom, and one the card of trickery. Make sure to choose wisely.
Let me read through the mechanics.
You may choose one of these cards, and you must choose very wisely with your pick, because I will only offer you one trade before we flip the card. Ooh. Ooh.
Okay. So I'm going to do a couple things here. This one is I'll do 2 out of 3 as well. If you reveal the card of triumph, you win. If you reveal a card of doom, you lose. And if you reveal a card of trickery, it forces a rematch. Now, mechanically, I get to roll to see the order of the cards. So I will describe these from left, center, and right. All right, so left card, I have rolled and have marked in round 1 what it is. Center card, I have rolled and found what it is. And, then it has to be the other one by process of elimination. So that last card would be...
Yes.
Mm.
It would be.
Can't tell you that. So she shuffles them around, and then the final positioning is what I mechanically have now left up to the dice. So it's super fair, and your DM's just not making shit up. Okay. She looks towards you as the clock begins ticking down from 5. Pick wisely. Do you pick left, center, or right?
Similarly to the coin, they're identical.
They all look identical. They're
So is it
hovering
like
a little bit off the
are they
table
face
as well.
are they face down like
Yes.
you know the back of the card is up?
Yes, and like on the back card design is all the insignias and emblems of the Demon Lord.
Mm-hmm. And they're identical.
All identical.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The window, by the way, is like it's black outside. It feels like you guys are like in a void inside this room, even though it's the same room. Like slowly, it feels like there's been almost a vignette being cast over the entirety of the area as the shadows creep further and further, and then the lights, like the few lights that are in this room from candlelight, start stretching longer and longer in here. The place begins to get more and more distorted in its perspective.
Mm-hmm.
There is instead of a chill that would be so typical for this unease, there is a heat, an uncomfortable heat that accompanies this. That's like, you know, the gambler's sweat, the worry of those in these type of places. Boy, it's hot in here.
Does it look like she's paying attention to any of the cards in particular?
No, she's looking at you, right? Just looking at
Straight
you,
at me?
smiling. Yeah.
That's what I figured. I thought I'd ask.
Mm-hmm.
I will tentatively reach toward the center card.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like in lost in thought, reaching towards it.
Mm-hmm.
And while I'm doing that, I'll like glance at her for a moment to see how she's reacting to me going towards the center card.
Make an insight check.
You have advantage.
I love that. Rolled pretty well though.
And don't forget your own tactical mind. Don't forget your own tactical mind.
I don't think I have that.
You do. You're a fighter.
You're a fighder.
2020.
Is that 2024?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Basically, you have two short second wins.
Second
And
wins.
One of them can be used for tactical mind, where if you fail at an ability check, you can choose to use up a use of second wind, one of the two uses, and it lets
Got
you
it.
roll a 1d10 and add the result to yours.
I also only have 1 second wind right now.
Yeah, that's 5.0.
Oh man. Well, I rolled well, so there's that.
Yeah.
We love to see it.
Yeah, the first roll was the better one. Let's see. What was I doing? Insight?
Yes.
Correct.
That is a 17.
Okay.
You can see she is purposely guarding her reactions at this current moment before your choice. She won't even look down to see what card you're grabbing at this moment. You can see there's almost restraint in her, making sure, trying not to give any tips.
Okay. I'll just take the center card then.
Okay. You pick the center card. You go to like take it, but it won't go with you. It just slowly goes towards you.
Yeah, I'll slide it.
And then all of a sudden she goes, "Are you sure you want that? Or would you like to trade? Maybe this one, or maybe that."
Are you sure? You have decent chance. Only 33% chance of death. Those are pretty good odds.
Did she have any tells while she pointed to each card?
Now make an insight check.
Okay.
Damn, Wolf got the hard game. Bad RNG, honestly.
That's a 14.
14's not going to be enough to make it. Do you want to use your bullshit?
More bullshit.
Tactical mind.
Tactical mind.
Come on.
I don't. My character's set up for not the new
Okay.
set, so I'm not going to use it.
Okay, that's fine.
Um,
You feel with a 14, you're not able to discern what tell she's giving you, but you notice this is when her tell is during the trade,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
during these trades,
Yep.
who knows? So either stick to your guns or switch it up. She's either trying to con you one way or the other, but you just missed whatever it was. Was it a smile or a frown, a flick of the eye, a twitch here or there? It just missed when you were trying to find the tell. And almost maybe because she picked up on it as well, that maybe she knows her own tell, and she's like, ooh, they catch on quick.
I
Clock slowly ticks down. You took center.
did take center. Yes.
Mhm.
I will trade
Mm-hmm.
for the left card.
Interesting choice. As she waves her hands and the cards change position. Let's reveal. As it turns over, you see a skeleton driving a spear through the king's heart. The cards that reveal in center and right, you had triumph in center. You picked the right one. And then right was trickery. I was like, dude, he picked the right one right off the start. And I'm like, dude, if he just holds, oh my God, he's going to be so happy. Oh, let's see, can I?
I wanted to engage with the mechanic.
Yeah, I know. But
He
left,
likes the
center,
mechanics.
right, and then trickery was the far one. Triumph.
Yeah.
Death was left. So fun.
I wanted to try it. All right.
Yeah. You see a fire appear next to her, and you see her like almost childlike, waving her arms. Ah, a win for me. Now you have to win 2 in a row. The chance of death. She would know exactly what the percentage is. I obviously don't know what's the permutation that he has to win now, like 2 coin tosses in a row. It's higher now, and it's 33%. But then again, it's trickery. So whatever the percentage, she would definitely tell it to you immediately. So let's do this again. So
Rolf would probably know it too.
yeah. Yeah.
He's a
I would
smart
probably know
lad.
it too.
Actually, I don't know if Ty uses probability. I think she goes with the
100% chance
All
every
feel.
time.
It's all feel, baby.
all feel. Yeah.
Vibes
Maybe it's-
only.
100% vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, there's it's just no rhyme or reason.
All right.
Straight vibes.
Interesting. Okay. The game begins again.
hmm
Choose wisely. I would probably say, like, Hunter, as well as you're inspecting your parchment, and on the ceiling, looking on the other side, there's got to be something, like, to the same vein of, you know, Fool Us from Penn and Teller. The trophy they give is a Fool Us trophy, but the F and the U is really large. So there's definitely something like that, like in there, where it's that congratulations, you son of a bitch.
It's like there's like a little fine print written in Infernal that only she's supposed to read. That's just like, you fucking little cocksucker.
Yeah, you lucky little Timor on your side, you little monster. Left, center, or right, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
I'll stick with center.
Okay, you pick center. Center comes towards you. Would you like to change your pick? Trade.
I'd like to gauge how she is reacting to what I have and what is left.
Sure thing. This is a game, by the way. This is like a 3-door game from one of the prize shows, and there's actually a game theory thing of exactly how to win the most on this. There's a statistical thing you should do after this game's over. I will tell you, unless you already know it.
Well, it depends on if you're revealing the third one.
They
you're
reveal.
right.
Yeah.
You're
Yes,
right.
yes.
You're right. Because they reveal one and take one away. You're right. No,
yeah,
that's what
so
it's
then
like.
you're
right.
It's always
Right.
in your best.
No, Reed.
Talking out
I
my butt.
was thinking about this before I made that decision, but I was like,
You're
oh wait,
so
but he's
good.
not revealing one.
Ah, look at you. You're
So-
so clever. You remembered it faster than me. I would have
So
been
the
that
champ-
jerk off on the
Yeah.
sideline on your team, like,
That is
oh,
never
it's this
changed.
game. They're like, no, Reed, 20 minutes ago we figured out it was. And you're like, oh, right. It's like, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you got, buddy?
Okay. 15.
Ah, it's the DC. You can see there's a little bit of desperation in her eyes trying to get you to trade your card away.
Ah, man, center's the move.
That is always the move.
I'm gonna keep it this time.
Really? Certainly. Are you sure? You see the game's continuing because you made your decision, even though she's still trying to taunt you. The game sticks to the rules. And yours gets revealed and they reveal, and you indeed have the triumph card, and a fire turns to you. I rolled the exact same layout as the first game. It was the exact same layout as the first game.
Incredible.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There we go. Last game, unless we had a little trickery in our time.
So does trickery start the game over from?
It just
Zero,
it's another
0?
game. It's a neutral.
It's
right?
just-
not,
it's
not
just
a win
new.
loss.
Okay.
It's go again.
Adds an extra round. Okay.
So it just it's Russian roulette click. Ah! All right. And now this was, what did I roll for that? I won't say it out loud. Okay.
What was it?
Won't you? All right. They're all set. Left, right, or center. Young adventurer.
I take the center.
It goes towards you. You see her go, would you like to trade? Or are you so confident with your center?
How does she feel about the card I chose and the cards that are left?
Make an insight check.
Ooh, 18.
You see there is a tap in her hand, a twitch in her eyes. There is an eagerness for you to keep your card. She wants you to just go. Come on. She is close to getting something she wants.
Oh no.
Can I ask, while she's so locked into his moment
Yeah.
and like hopefully somewhat distracted, can I take a moment to just kind of like whisper to Val and to Ulo, just be like very quickly like read her body language?
That's totally fine. She's not caring about that. I would say at this point during the games too, as you can see, like even her demeanor, even though she's small, like you see the shadow of her that's being cast by that firelight keeping score. It's like massive. You see like a much more tremendous type of Balrog like demon in the shadow there, as she is just so obsessed about this. There is a clear don't fuck with the rules of the game. Like she is very much like she's gonna trick you, but she's not gonna cheat you, which is really weird. But this is how obsessive. gods and demons are of their domains.
Like in the newer Doctor Who's, there's the game, the toy maker
Okay.
character who is basically like a celestial being
Mm-hmm.
who can like manipulate reality, but he has to follow the rules of his games. Like that's the only thing he follows.
That's fun. That's fun. I like that. I think it's a good mechanic, especially for antagonists. Okay. What do you want to do, Rolf? Do you want to trade or you want to keep your card?
Trade for the left card.
She looks down. She kind of looks back up at you. What? As the cards trade, and then they reveal as you pull triumph, not trickery.
Yeah.
You see a smile come to you, just like,
I was like
"Son of a
50-50
bitch."
shot. What's it gonna be?
She is.
Hell.
All
Left.
right.
Was triumph. Right was trickery. Center was death on the rolls I got that time.
Woo.
It seems the two adults in the room get my bill of indifference. Congratulations on your win. It's quite a prize to not have my interest. As you get the parchment. Next. It's at 1 minute to whoever chooses now.
As I walk away, I'm reading this in full just to make sure there's no bullshit in it.
As you read it in full, it is very sincere of like, she's not bugging you. Unless you can be like, hey, I changed my mind, but like, you don't owe her any favors, and then she's not gonna bother with you in any of the deals or any of those type of games. By winning that game, you are certified she's not gonna bug you.
Love that.
We are off her radar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Andros and do.
As your hearts were racing, the sweat beating up, the worry was definitely building as the reality hits you that you were in a game with a demon and you're just like, could I have just died there? What would she have done? She could ask me anything. Would I have
fully
been
grasp
forced?
that concept. I know how dangerous these demons are.
What favor would she have me do? Could I disobey her? How does this work? All right, who's up next?
Ulo says, fine, let's get this over with. He'll walk up.
Do you want the help?
Save it for yourself if you need it.
Okay. I believe in you. You can do this.
A tricky fae. Love me games with the fae. You lots know a good game.
Cast guidance on myself.
Uh-oh. I just read something else that oh boy. All right, anyway. For you tricksy types, I have a fun puzzle of lies for you. I will present 3 riddles, each growing progressively harder. Answer correctly, and the game goes on. Fail, and I claim the wager.
Wager nothing.
I like how you keep sticking to that. That's not what's been wagered. Ulo's right. And especially in Ulo logically, it's just like, but I have to wager something. It's just like, boy, don't you wish? Yeah, you wish you could just not participate. It's not how capitalism, this game works. Let's see. Boy, this is rough. I'm trying to think. There's no like. Oh, okay. You have to solve these riddles, right? And you have a chance, but they get harder and harder. With each failure, things will change for the rules of trying to guess the riddles. So the first one. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? The cards have disappeared on the table, and she's just talking to you at this point. And you can make checks to try to decipher.
Yeah.
I know one. I know one answer could be.
I will say, I don't know if you just chose this game specifically because it was Luke or it was just because it was the order of operations.
It was the
but
order.
I think it's funny that the biggest Lord of the Rings nerd got the riddle game.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It is. I'm happy about that, but I'm more concerned about. I'm pretty sure the checks are very not favorable to Ulo. That's why I was like, oh no, when he stepped up. That wasn't intentional because you guys could have chose any order, but it's so fun.
I was gonna try to do like a history check, but I'm really bad at those.
I bet you are.
Perception probably won't really help me in this case.
In the rules, you can either use investigation or perception to try and decipher.
Okay, then is it something I can like read out of like try to glean from her eyes the way she's looking at things? Is there anything she's looking at that might kind of give me a hint?
Sure, we'll go with that because those are her tales. And I'll say, you know what? Even when she says the words come out of her mouth and they're like smoke trails that glow in the air. So you can keep rereading the riddle. But there's the timer behind you of 5 minutes for the first riddle. And then it goes down to 2 to 1.
Perception check, I presume.
Yes.
17.
Nice. Well, you don't fucking clue. But as you're trying to like read the riddle. You read the riddle over and over again. You can see the smile in her eyes. And the riddle itself, as you like look into it, you begin to see like other characters weaving into each other, forming words in between the riddle itself. There's actually like a fairness to this game that even if you don't know what the riddle is, if you could see the secret in the riddle, you can find the answer. And because you were perceptive enough to notice this, you can see the answer hidden in between the spaces and gaps, footsteps.
Footsteps.
Clever little Faye! A fire comes on behind. That was an easy one. I must have been getting a little too complacent with my riddles these days. Let's go again. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I? And it's also just the fact. Yeah. There's also the fact that you guys can just like get it.
Yeah, you can just know.
Yeah, if you just are good at riddles, you can also just get it. I'm gonna put it in chat. So
Yes.
Thank you.
yeah, I'll put the
the
previous one in chat as well.
Speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind.
Are you guys having fun? I'm having fun.
I thought I knew this one, but the wind is throwing me off. I feel like I've heard this before.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel like I've used this one before. I feel like I had something similar halfway through reading, and I'm like, I swear I've done this one before, and then it veered a little bit there.
There's a similar one, but yeah, it's different.
Yeah. Gollum. That's so sick. I love the fucking game of riddles. That was like the best part of all the Hobbit movies, which is like, oh, it's a legendary battle of riddles. Let's fucking go. It's so cool. What a fun concept. Instead of swords or something like that, just like a battle of riddles. Whoever loses dies. Oh, fuck, dude. I eats the Hobbit. Ah! Why?
I'm alive with the wind is what's really throwing me off here.
Yeah. I mean, you still have your perspective. Or your,
Yeah,
your
no,
role.
I know. I'm just trying to.
Just for funsies, yeah.
Trying to actually solve the game.
Yeah.
I kind of want to just say it, but.
He wants to live his Bilbo Baggins.
All right. Echo.
You're right. That's absolutely what it is.
That was
Yes.
so smart, dude. Yes.
His brain is.
I'll
so
say
big.
like, I like
I think
the idea.
I've heard that one before, so it's.
I like the idea of like you like used to play these games all the time with your back in the Fey Wilds with your family and your tribe, and these were all that's got to be like Fey fun. Is
literally a
riddles.
hobbit.
Yeah. And you see her. Oh, unbelievable! I should have known better than to challenge a Fey to a game of riddles. I guess luck's just on your side by the way the game's rolled. Final riddle.
Meanwhile, the luck-based person.
Yes. Underneath the water skeleton in a chair. I can fill a room, but I take up no space. What am I?
Oh.
Yeah. These weren't actually like generated to be hard riddles.
Yeah.
Because D&D riddles can be brutal. You be quiet, Justin. Because sometimes really simple shit can be like agonizing. So I always go super easy when it comes to like not physical puzzles.
I'm 95% sure I know this one, but this time I am gonna roll because I don't want.
Why not? Right?
You don't want to mess up.
I'll look for the smoke signals.
Yes.
And this time I'll use my guidance, even though that was pretty high. 20.
You can see the characters hidden between as light.
Light. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
I would have gotten that wrong.
The third fire.
I was going to say air.
I feel like that worked decently.
I feel like air actually answers it as well, so I don't.
Yeah,
Or-
it technically takes up
Oh,
space.
but it does take space. It does take
Yeah,
space.
light does too.
Photons, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, come on.
they're basically weightless.
What kind of particles we talking here?
Yeah, that's like, technically
It's way
everything
smaller
takes
than
up
an air
space.
particle. God damn it! Anyway,
Yeah, well, yeah.
congratulations. She smacks it on the table, very not happy, and slides it over. Next, I gotta go get my pizzas. I'll be right back.
Huzzah.
God,
0 for 3. She's
my
not
blood
happy.
pressure. My blood pressure. Guys, help!
Yep.
You can investigate
Wow,
it with your
you
big
got
brain. You'll be
believe in
fine.
you.
It depends on what kind of game I get.
Just investigate it with your big brain.
Let's
Well,
Let's
you
rid
do have the
ourselves.
advantage that you can choose which skills you want in hand.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, you
true.
can always
After
be
you
like,
find out
yeah,
what the game is.
like, yeah, I'm smart as fuck,
As
so
long
this
as
is easy.
it's not charisma or strength based, we'll be
I'm gonna
okay.
cast guidance on you now.
Well, it probably won't be
Thank you.
strength.
Your
might.
test is to lift
Arm wrestle.
200 kilogram weighted.
I cast polymorph on
That's
myself,
not-
turn into a giant ape.
How is this a
It's
game
not-
of chance?
Shut the fuck up!
There's a
Sorry, you
chance
can't do it.
you lift it, and there's a chance you don't.
Really stretching the definition
very
here.
There's a chance you get crushed by it.
There's a
Zach,
chance you
guidance,
give yourself a hernia.
guidance you don't have
Yeah.
to use immediately, by the way. I don't know if you knew that or not. but
Gotcha. I did not know
You
that.
can pick which one, whatever role you want.
Understood.
This man Zaz.
He's got the za. How was P?
Shout out Pete.
For me. Raven gluten free. All right. Oh.
Look at him, so casual eating his gluten-free za.
Oh.
You got him over here sweating bullets, fearing for my life. Again.
What's the luck that all four of you would escape my clutches?
The
We'll
odds
find
are
out.
pretty bad.
Game 4.
I'm so lucky I make everyone else lucky.
You see, Yatana places 3 cups onto the table.
Okay.
One concealing a glowing gem she shows, the other's empty. Pick the gem and you win!
Oh my god.
But the cups move as chaos commands.
I'm in the background. I'm gonna turn into a cave badger.
Okay.
Okay. That's it.
They have tremor sense.
Captain Ship, just, no reason.
Yeah. Yes, Ryan.
Keep your eye on the ball. As she puts her hand out, and you see like a third hand come out, and then a fourth hand, and everything just starts going really fast.
Sorry, you said there were 3 cups?
3 cups, 4 hands.
4 hands.
It is your
1 gem.
wisdom perception check against her sleight of hand.
I'm going
Oh,
to
great.
enhance my own ability.
Oh my
Mark
god.
that spell.
Oh my
Against
god.
her sleight of hand,
Uh-huh.
I'm
Probably
scared.
really good.
It is really good, but you're really lucky I'm Reed. She has advantage on sleight of hand for obvious reasons, and the first roll of the night for me was a fucking 1.
Natural 20 for a 24.
Oh,
Whoa!
That'll work.
all day.
That's a good advantage. The first roll was a 5.
As she was rolling, moving everything around, the badger change distracted her for a second, and you were able to get a glimpse of the gem that you absolutely lost. You were able to reconnect, and you are confident you know where it is, as she only had a 20 on that one.
Cool.
A measly 20.
I'm sorry, she rolled a 1 and got a 20?
No, she has advantage. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
Advantage.
advantage.
But it was still
Okay.
probably low.
it was
Okay.
still really low. You're right.
So
Yeah.
I am able to guess where the cup is.
So go ahead
Simply
and guess the
pick the right cup.
It's the right cup.
cup. Good try, but what? What? That's not how this is supposed to go. Double or nothing.
No.
I'll remove a favor from Ty.
How many does she have?
2.
Double or nothing, sure.
I don't know if you guys remember from like 15 years ago the video, the badger.
Oh, yeah.
mushroom.
Yeah.
That's what Ulo's doing right now.
I can live with it. As like it is just slowly become more and more like don't starve together when the person's like starving and all blackness comes in. That is very much what this room is resembling.
What'd you get, Reed?
36.
25, wow.
Oh, that's so good. He rolled very high. That time
Yeah.
around.
That's crazy.
And you see her. Oh.
Wait, so I don't know where it is, but I could
Uh-huh.
still just guess.
You're right, actually. So give me a second. You're right. You're right. That roll's only 4. Ryan, pick 1 to 2, 2 to 3. No, what? 3 to 4. No, it's 1 to 3, 4 to 5, and 6. Pick one of those. I'm gonna roll a dice, and that will determine which one it ends up under.
Me?
Mm-hmm. For the cups, I just need a random number, basically 1 through 6. Give me a number.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna roll a
Pick
dice.
number 1 through 6. All right.
Yeah, it's generating where it is under the comp. randomly.
Yeah, I'll pick 3.
How
Okay,
many cups are there? 4 cups, he said, or
3 cups.
3 cups?
3 cups.
So it's just like left, center, right again. You pick
Yeah.
3. So that's gonna be okay. You pick 3. So so that will mean. All right, I got it. Okay. Yeah, with 33% chance at guessing the right cup. I mean, you don't have to
Question.
go immediately too. Draw it out. Try and figure things out.
Yeah.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
As a cave badger with tremor sense,
Mm-hmm.
do I know exactly where it is? Because I can feel the movement of it.
I want a wisdom check on that, right? I think, I think
I
it's
can
a
do
wisdom
perception, that would be, right?
Yep.
Or
Well, it's feeling. It's yes, it is tremor sense as well, but I want to see if you could pick up because it's got to be extremely subtle. I'm thinking.
yeah,
I think
gotcha.
I think you can use that ability, but I don't think it's as effective because it's her magical
Right, it's
domain.
just a
and stuff.
small, yeah. And
But
it's a
she's
small
also
piece of
not
it.
completely against those kind of little bits of tricks, right?
Rough, bro.
Ah,
That
Rolled a
wait
6.
was yeah, I didn't give you the enhanced ability. Oh, bummer.
No.
You got the same chance Ryan had.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
but he could have gone another game, unfortunately.
Yeah. let's see.
Zach's just gonna owe everybody everything.
Yeah. When I get to 9th level, I'll just wish that all my debts are gone.
What an excellent use of the word wish. Just the American dream, baby. I wish to be debt free.
Yeah, I wish I had no debt.
Yeah, I love paying D&D to fulfill this fantasy of mine. Let's see. So she knows where it is.
He does.
Are her hands trembling? Are her eyes giving away anything?
Make a insight check.
I have advantage, but only a +1 on insight.
Yeah, trying to beat a 36 is pretty. pretty
Yeah,
tough.
no, I literally couldn't.
Oh, of course. But that's
night.
that's part of. But that's why
Yeah.
there's still more because it's
Yeah.
a fucking dex. It's
That would be a 19 on insight.
okay.
You have guidance too.
I already used it on the last check.
So with her excitement here, you notice there is because there's 4 hands, 3 of them are far more located towards the right side, ready to push stuff towards you, and there's only 1 hand on the far left-hand cup, and there's kind of like going back and forth between the center and the right cup, trying to push them towards you. What you notice with that 19 as they're...
She's trying to
Going
like
back
hide
and
the
forth.
left cup.
It seems like that with your 19.
I would like to choose the left cup.
You choose the left cup. As it goes towards you, you see her go... As it goes over and it opens. And for a second, you see the diamond there. And then it disappears. And then the other cups reveal and they're empty. And then all of a sudden, a flyer comes by you and you see her. Unbelievable. Somebody must be watching over you. Much to my chagrin. Well, Ty, that's one gone. As she waves her hand, and all of a sudden, the rest of you see like this large, like shattery, monstrous demon that what you never saw before. Right next to her, just go and disappear. That was just over her shoulder, watching her wherever she went.
What? Oh God!
It was like horrific. It's not kaiju. What are they? Yokai. Totally like a yokai monster.
Just sitting there.
Yep. Well, I didn't expect this outcome for certain. But a good game's a good game. I'll be meeting with you at least one more time, Ty, unless you want another game right now. Would you like to try and win away your last remaining favor? Or would you, but at the cost of adding 2 more favors on top of the one you already owe me?
I'm gonna read the room.
The chubby kid, would you like another sweet? Mom!
I'm gonna
Mom,
try
can
to
I have another sweet?
I'm gonna try to make eye contact with Ty, and I'm just gonna say, "What do you do on a hot streak?"
Oh!
Oh boy.
What? God, you keep going,
Andros.
What? Don't say
He
that
says
to
that, the rest of
me.
the people shocked, hard cut to Ty sitting the fuck down at the table. Let's go!
Oh my God.
And I know what you're thinking. Not what you necessarily want to do, but when you're running hot, you should pull out.
Oh,
Oh.
big
Yeah, when you're on a hot street, you walk away.
You walk
Oh.
away. That's how you stay ahead. That's
Oh, that's what you do?
See, I thought it was going the different direction. What are you doing? I was like,
Chaos
keep
crew,
it
Chaos
going.
crew in the DM, we're like,
Oh,
Ty almost sits down. Oh, fuck.
Because the odds are not in our favor that the win streak continues. Every win makes it more likely to lose.
Yep.
Come on, Ty. What are the
Lula's a silly
odds?
guy, but he's not that silly.
You could clean the slate with just one more game.
Are we like in it? We're in a domain expansion right now, right?
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an excellent way of putting it.
There are no
I feel like
clear
at this
exits.
point it's like the walls and the window and everything has gone away, and it's just like a slight circle of like spotlighted wood with the table and us.
So
But again,
I
remember, all
rolled.
perspectives are fucked. Things are taller
Yeah.
and shorter. Shadows are long. It's very. Everything feels wrong and off.
All right. You can see Ty kind of like a little jittery with the hands, like really wants to sit, but with one look at Andros, and his like bulging, raging demon veins.
It's actually surprisingly there's like a sincerity to his eyes when he was talking to you.
Yeah, well, she
He's
can
still
see
there.
that too.
He's still there. The
Yeah,
ruins
like
hasn't
she
got
can
him
feel
yet.
the anger, but she knows, like, man, if this guy is looking out for me, even after like all the bullshit she's put the party through, like, maybe we don't today.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry, Yatana. Your games just weren't as fun as I wanted them to be.
Oh. A dagger in my heart. But you do have that choice. And I'm all about free will and choice. Until we meet again, Ty, the rest of you, may I never cross your path unless you change your mind and want to play for keeps for something. I will always be listening out for my name, though. Or at least my minions. If there is something you desire and wish to wager for, I can acquire it. Maybe it'd be freedom from that little curse you have on you. Maybe getting that egg back. Or something entirely different. All it takes is one game with Yatana.
Yeah, real quick, Yatana, before you go, are you the one that's been sending all these lackeys trying to sign us up for stuff, or is that something else?
Oh, no, that's how I found you.
Okay, just wanted to double check. Thanks.
No, you have a big beacon on you. You've been cursed, so fresh
the
meats and all
curse.
that.
Yeah, the dragon curse we just talked about.
I know, but I just wasn't sure if there was anything special that she was
It is-
doing.
It is
separate
interesting that
outside
that
of that.
beacon is appealing to even demon lords.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Like, I'm certain you've been visited by multiple of my brothers and sisters by now.
That's true. We have been dealing with some of them.
And more will come. Merc treads the worst. Goodbye.
Who? Oh, okay.
She said Merc Dread.
Merc Dread. Ugh. That doesn't
He is-
sound good.
He is the demon lord of murder.
Oh. Well, that tracks then, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to meet him.
Yeah, murder.
Guys, I
For
have
your
a pack
knowledge,
for you.
by the
I
way,
can murder you.
Yeah.
Like, you have to
I
give me
rolled a
your roll.
charisma save for myself.
Number.
It
was
was
a
a
big
it was a
number.
natural 20, so I was
Let's
like, well,
go.
Let's go.
I guess I can't.
I will say just to like the space where she was,
Yeah.
just like a little like the very slightest twinge of fear in my voice. I'm just like, thank you for your time. Like a little head bow, like
Yep.
holy fuck, that could have been bad.
Yeah.
Like a little respect to the demon lord.
Yep.
Wow. Well, that was tense.
That was close.
That was wow. You
Good
know,
work,
for a,
Good
I will
work,
say-
guys.
for a demon lord, you would think she would have a better poker face.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you win a lot, you maybe lose. you lose out on the idea that you can lose.
Maybe you guys should be the gamblers, and maybe I should stop.
I think you just need a little bit more control over yourself
Well,
with it.
I think you might have done better if you had heard the rules.
That's true.
That's true.
Also,
That
yeah.
helped
50-50.
Val, great work removing one of Ty's favors. That
Yeah,
was-
thanks, Val,
Honestly,
that was awesome.
Ulo, it was a great distraction. Suddenly having a badger in the room, I probably would have died if you didn't do that. Thank you.
I'm still a badger, just nodding.
I pick
I like
up
to
the
think he
badger
has
and pet
the
it.
bubble,
So,
the bubble pipe in
I
his
had
mouth
the-
as
I
his
just-
hands are crossed.
I had this picture of the badger doing the badger dance, and then Rolf standing right next to him, like super intense and worried and stressed. Just
Okay.
next to a dancing badger.
Climb up on Rolf's shoulder and just kind of like pat him on the head as a badger.
So
Don't worry, buddy.
That's a little bit less off of our
We-
plate.
We were
That was a
literally,
win.
it's
out of
literally
that.
half as bad as it was.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
we were lucky. We were lucky to come out of that unscathed, and we
It's
came out
literally
Ahead.
better.
100 times better than what it was. This is
Ty
No.
gambling worked. You're ahead.
great. Gambling
That's
works
the
sometimes.
lesson.
No, the lesson, gambling works. You just have to know when to pull out.
Wise words.
Wise words.
I'm not sure
And have
I
a little
know what
magic
that
on
means.
your side.
Oh, I have that.
I'm excited
Wow.
for when
Oh,
any
man.
of you someday pull some absolute bullshit on me and cry out to Yatana for something that I'm trying to set up.
Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be
I'm
great.
sure at some point that will backfire on me so dramatically, and
Oh, I can't wait. Ty is gonna transform from degenerate gambler to master of luck, and she's just gonna be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, Yatana, could you help me with this thing?" And just completely rig the whole fucking thing. And Yatana's gonna be like, "How did you do this?"
I can easily see if that happened, just like bands, like the house bands, like this person can't play here.
I can't play with her ever again.
Oh my god, I just had just be like, hey Yatana, you want to kill one of your brothers? I'd like to introduce you to my wife.
That would be interesting.
All things we can explore.
It's gonna be a weird campaign.
It is.
So,
Everyone has their own separate demon patron, either official or unofficial, that's somehow involved.
Rolf is not going to have a demon patron.
No, he's not.
He's
Well,
going to abstain.
The rest of us do, so
I mean,
Ah.
there's always opportunity if you really want
yeah,
to
there's
sign
no
up
time.
for somebody.
Think of how much more damage you could do with the hex spell.
Yeah.
that you'll forget to cast every time, like Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
I just saw the picture you posted.
Mhm.
So good, right?
Oh, I didn't
Very
see
funny.
Whatever.
Oh, it's very funny.
Poor choice of words. I realize that now.
I was sitting there like, we keep going, right? Like, I don't. I don't understand.
When you said that, I was like, "You want him to keep going?"
No, it's an expression. I've heard
Yeah.
it before.
Yeah,
I
it is
know.
a-
I'm with you.
Oh,
Ty
that's
has
so
it.
funny, but I've heard the other ones like never stop, can't stop, won't stop.
It's the two different perspectives. Everybody
Yeah.
was thinking the gambler's version.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I
Yep.
was thinking the logical person.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if you're on a hot streak, you pull out because that's how you profit. You don't want to lose anything because
Me
you're
role
already
playing the
You're
gambler.
already in net positive.
Me role playing the gambler. What do you mean? Like, I don't
I
understand.
feel like Yatana would have wrecked all of campaign 2 massively Charnook. I'm sorry, campaign
It
2.
would have
sorry.
been bad.
Group 2. She would have just. It's such a blessing she was not incarnate when he was around.
He would have had
Oh,
a
Playing
hard
Tilius would be the
time.
most funny thing ever.
Yeah.
What's up?
Triple or nothing. Quadruple or nothing, baby. Honestly, I don't want your soul that badly. I need it.
I already
Please,
have your
just
soul.
stop.
You don't
Just
have
stop.
anything to wager.
Well, I still got 15 more minutes. Come on.
God. Why did I make these rules? I can't break. Beautiful.
All right.
Alright.
Can we leave this room
Oh my
and
god.
figure out where we
Okay.
are?
Do you want to try the
Well,
door?
before she showed up, I was gonna say a lot just happened. Let's go like cool off with a drink.
Yeah.
Now I feel like we really need that drink.
He's like 2.
You have no idea how much I need a drink right now.
Okay.
You
let's
try to
let's
open
do
the
that.
door.
There's a
Yeah.
window, right?
Yes, there is.
Are we on the first floor or second floor before we?
Second floor.
What's outside the window?
Swan-diving badger.
Do you want to open the door? Try to open the door.
Yes, I'm gonna try to open the door.
Why do you
attempt
keep
to
saying
open
it
the
that way,
door.
Reed?
The door opens, and outside
Okay.
you see a person going, "Drinks! You need drinks? I have drinks for you! Drinks for the most delicious
Is
elixirs!"
it like a normal person or is it a demon?
It's a demon. It's 100%. Not a demon. Faye.
Not
Faye, Faye.
interested.
I bite his ankles.
Ah, fucking shit! Fuck it! She starts throwing the shit at you guys, and they just break and dissipate. Ah! Runs away.
Bye.
This blight is horrid.
Like, let's not bite the demons, please.
Just laughing, rolling on the floor.
I would say let's not anger them. Let's just tell them to
We
go
remember
away.
what happened in Dawn Call.
Antagonizing
Yeah.
demons, you say? He's like coming up the stairs out of breath.
Sorry, we're not interested.
I'll use him. I hold up the bed. I'll use him.
He's not even turned the stairs yet. He was shouting from around. He's very heavy set and out of breath. He gets around the corner. I have kicked you down to feed.
I can imagine him just like
back
falling
down.
down the stairs.
Just goes back
Peter
down
Griffin
the stairs.
style. Yeah.
So I'm holding Ulo Badger and I'm going down the stairs.
Yep. You're just in a normal tavern. Tavern inside Goldenswade.
Okay.
Okay.
Everything's fine. Just a little harpist there. Just happy. Everyone's calm. There's like 4 or 5 people in here. Slow day.
What time of day is it?
Middle of the day. I've decided. I don't know if it actually is, but it is now.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Bartender is there. You see, there's a
Let's
bunch
go
of
ahead and
miners.
arcane recovery.
Not miners.
Not children.
People who
Yes.
mine rocks for a
They,
living.
they pickaxe stuff.
Yep. Bunch of
I
those
got you.
hanging out after a
Average
day.
tavern. Bunch
You
of
can-
children there.
You can see there's like gold, like dust under the fingernails and stuff, and little bits on them. There's a like nickname of like the people that shine here, because so many of the people here are miners that mine for gold, and so much of the gold ends up like staining their skin.
That's weird.
I'm
Kinda
gonna just pull up a table. Pull up to a table. I'm gonna set Ulo on the table, but like at like a placement.
Do they have like booster seats?
I'm gonna like wave. I'm gonna wave like one of the like the barkeep down.
Yep.
Could we get 5 beers, 1 in a bowl, please?
Yeah, sure. Goes over. Doesn't even blink an eye at the badger. That's
That's just normal.
very normal. Not worried at all. As you guys recall about the jumping fish not too long ago, not too far outside of town, and the things going on here. Now, again, this is like
a weird journey.
sterile cleanliness. I mean, you never know when you get into a Zenya game. You never know where the fuck we're going, do we? These games certainly are different from one each other, which is nice. Comes back over and hands you guys again. Everything is very clean and sterile because of the disease that supposedly has been going around. The person himself like has a mask on and everything, lays a bowl in front of Ulo and goes, anything to eat food wise?
Yeah, please. What do you have?
Hands you a general menu and just general meats and such on there. Stuff that would be normal of a tavern, whether it be mutton or duck and local to the area. I'm
I
no
get a
longer creating
normal
menu.
lunch.
Yes, I'm no longer creating a menu for every time you go to a tavern because I hate you. How about that?
That's understandable.
Does that fill your reason enough? I've done enough. I created a bunch of games for you fucks tonight.
I feel like a menu is not a priority.
I used to go to a menu generator, and I had a whole bunch of them, and I did that for a while, and it didn't really matter.
Let's get like the nice house special, whatever that ends up being.
Before the waiter or barmaid or whatever goes away, I'm gonna drink up the bowl and then look up and
Yep.
point at it.
Nods, understands.
So much attitude.
Okay.
My heart rate is finally starting to come down a little bit.
There's an extra chair
Aside
at the
from-
table, and a guy just puts a bunch of pills on the table. He's just like, high heart rate. I have a solution.
We're not interested.
We're not interested.
Continue, sir.
That can't be the recommended dose.
That's just where it keeps
Gross. Oh, got worse.
That's so unsanitary.
Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
No, it's all right. We over the past few hours have gathered a little bit more information, so we can update the quest log. We are in Goldenswade, and we're very close to the Wicked Thicket. Close, relatively. So does it make sense for us to continue pursuing the Plague Doctor?
I still think we should. I think.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we came here.
Yeah, building up our skills, I think, is a reasonable thing to still pursue.
Agree.
I mean,
I just realized that my notebook has a ribbon in it. I just found that. That's fantastic.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so then it keeps the bookmark.
I mean,
spot.
the more we do, the more we can build up our own resources and our skill sets. So, I think we
true.
should still.
Before you guys get into all this, I need to remind, as the DM, I believe I brought this up last session. I'm not sure if I did in the conversation or not, but I know they talked about the Wicked Thicket was a place where weird things were happening. You know, the Taran Depths are a weird place where things are happening, and then also a strange alchemical symbols have appeared near a collapsed section of one of the mined areas.
I don't believe I remember that.
Miners reported seeing shadowy figures at night.
Okay.
That was one of them. It's not all closed, but one of the mines ended up getting closed, one of the veins. And I feel like that it was either supposed to come up in that conversation or you were supposed to naturally get it from somebody in town exploring wise, but things have gotten out of hand. So
I remember I think I remember you mentioning the detective mentioning the shadowy figures.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't remember I think he did mention that one of the mines had closed or something, but they had mentioned that the mine was also the mining guild was off limits for us.
Yes, going into the guilds themselves, but maybe investigating that stuff, going around talking to people.
I thought he said they wouldn't say why they closed the mine. They tried to figure it out.
Oh fuck! Maybe I ruined that just now. Then I couldn't remember. It's been a month, so it is what it is because it sounded like you guys were about to start laying out topics and where to go and stuff like that. And there's 3 points of interest for the Plague Doctor quest. So here, I want you guys to have that information. If I it was the whole. To you, my bad.
Yeah, it was the whole thing. He was like, that's why he was like, be careful with the guilds. They're tight knit group. You got to be in with them to get any information.
I definitely wanted you guys to go meet the guild and do stuff like that. But.
Yeah, so it was we tried to investigate, but they wouldn't really let us.
It's fine. It's fine. You guys could have overheard.
We overhear it from the miners.
From one of the miners inside here.
Yeah, there you go.
And you can hear that they're getting tired of hearing the symbols. What do they mean? Oh boy, Mason. And they're just unhappy and tired as they're trying to figure this stuff out at the moment. But you're able to overhear, which cues you in onto another place to potentially learn all that information. So good. No harm, no foul.
While those miners are having a conversation, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but you're talking about alchemical symbols. Would any of you be able to draw it? I might be able to decipher it a little bit, hopefully.
Oh, no. Oh, no. We didn't say that. And she's like, shut the fuck up. You're not supposed to hear people. It's like, oh, you probably... No. It's all you... The grumble of stuff. You misheard me, friend. It's fine. You can see there's a little bit of a nervousness of being caught in that moment. You can try to push, you can leave it alone. You can try to persuade, you can leave it alone.
I hold up 5 gold pieces. I didn't hear anything, but we are trying to help out the town, so...
Make a persuasion check. With advantage.
I call you Tana. What?
Every time. The equivalent of Jujutsu Kaisen of what's his name? Oh, I have to do it! Ah! After the symbols, like, time for the nuke! It's like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? I must call on the apocalypse!
The most minor inconvenience. Summon a nuke. Yeah.
Yep.
When he started to use that against Toto, that was the biggest. Like, are you kidding me? Like, thinking back, it's just like, really?
It's the funniest thing.
So that was a 24.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Self-persuasive.
They're just like, oh no, I know. He just gets off the table, leaves his friend, and the guy's like, oh my. He comes over, sits down, and he just like, he unfolds from his pocket one of the rubbings of it. Hey, here you go. Don't tell nobody nothing. Give me that. Okay, you guys are great. Love you all. You're doing a good thing for the town. As he gets up and when he stops for a second, and then it continues. Tiniest bit of self-preservation.
Initially, I'll just look at it, see if I can gain any arcane information off it, and I'll start identifying as well.
Sure.
I try to give Andros 5 gold pieces.
I do not accept your gold.
I love it.
Do you realize how much gold I have?
Probably a lot, but it's
He has all of a lot of rolls.
It's a matter of principle.
Every time it's just like this sad, like, Dad, please love me.
Literally.
It's just like, not right now. Not right now. This will defeat the lesson I'm trying to impart onto you.
Money will not buy my happiness. Hard work will.
I'd like to take a look at the symbol as well.
Go ahead. So you can either do a history or arcana check.
Rhetoric, just be like your brother Adolin.
18 arcana.
Okay. Then we got history, boy.
18. History. There it is, 13.
Okay. 13's not enough. They seem familiar from previous teachings or educations or books you've written in the military or past, but nothing's really hitting you with these alchemy symbols. But for Val, you do notice that this is clearly some sort of alchemical symbols for ritual. Now, what he had in here is a section from the wall. What you would need to is investigate the whole wall to get the whole picture of what the ritual is actually trying to do. But there's clearly some sort of ritual going on here.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem on the up and up.
Yeah, this is part of a nefarious ritual of some kind. We would have to be able to see the whole glyph layout to understand what exactly the purpose is, but it's not good.
Well, maybe we can find a way to get into the good graces of the guilds.
I have a way. And the guy just puts a gun on the table.
Does this look like a normal person?
Not at all. This looks like a crazy Fey entity that puts the closest thing to a gun that's not actually a gun on the table.
We are.
I thought it was a miner. Just a miner walks up. I'll help you get in.
We are not interested, good sir.
Your loss. Just wanders out, kicks open the door. You see all the people be like, whoa, that door opened on its own.
Must have been the wind.
Yep.
Okay.
So do we do this in an honest, upright way and go talk to the folks at the guild, or do we just...
I mean, I feel like we should maybe build... I'm thinking, since the mining guild, we were told, the mayor and the detective were saying that they're very close-knit and kind of keep to their own, maybe build a little bit of a reputation around town, go to some of the other guilds.
Actually,
help them.
I could just disguise myself as one of them. I've seen a few of their faces.
I say let's start with this on the up and up. Let's try to be honest right now.
I agree.
Okay.
That can always be a fallback.
If we approach them from a place of honesty and with, I guess, recommendation behind us, maybe they'll be more open.
I agree. I just don't want to delay too long.
We can keep that in the back pocket.
I agree. Let's do it.
Can we also, for a second, Ty, you opened up a little bit back there.
Uh-huh.
We don't know a whole lot about your background.
I had a pretty normal life, and then I went to the Feywild, and then I hung out with the Satyr King a lot, and
I just thought you had always been from the Feywild.
no, I was actually from the material plane. Was running some errands for the village, nothing crazy, and then I was in the forest, and well, next thing I knew, I was in the Feywild.
Where were you from?
What's up?
Where were you from?
Where was I from? I don't remember.
Oh,
That
look.
wasn't very important to me when I wrote my backstory. I was from a little place called Halflingville.
Nope. But I will find it.
I'm sure it's somewhere. That's what we used to call it, but the official name is.
That's fine. I'm looking.
Yeah, like I say, I don't
We
think
might
I
not
wrote
have
that
settled on a
down.
place as I'm looking.
Yeah, like I
at the
said, I don't think
backstory
we
right
did, to be honest with you. That's why I'm like, I don't think we.
now. Are you from this continent? You want to be from this continent? Sounds good to me.
I mean,
If you don't say yes, I'm gonna fuck up this story. Say you're from this continent.
My headset died. I'm sorry.
No. There's just my brain was
put out a
already being like, oh, I could put her in any continent. I could
Can I put out
really.
a fun suggestion?
What?
He mentioned that he doesn't remember a whole lot coming into the Feywild.
Yeah.
Maybe he just doesn't remember where he is actually from.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fine. Ty doesn't remember where they're from.
Yeah, that's fine. Dope.
I think that tracks.
I don't remember. Honestly,
spend too much
everything
time with the
after I
Satyr King.
entered it.
yes,
I've been
that's very-
told that folks that enter the material, or the Feywild, I should say, from the material plane, or if you're not from there, it kind of messes with you. I actually wasn't very magically adept at all until I went to the Feywild, and I think the exposure there gave me this, whatever. I'm not even really sure what it is, to be honest. But yeah, that's me. Satyr King's cool though. You should party with him if you ever get a chance.
I don't really want to go to the Feywild, but I'll keep it in mind.
Aren't you like a satyr person?
I mean, like, yeah, I was, but my parents. I am, but I've mentioned before, but my parents, they left when I was quite young.
They left the Feywild?
Yeah, they wanted to get away from the dangers and
That's
the courts and all the politics behind everything, and
That was even
understandable.
That was even before Tithus Dune?
that was much before Tithus Dune.
My goodness.
Was that? Did you say while you were young or before you were born?
It was when I was very young. I was
Very young, yeah.
Yeah, I was. I mean, basically a toddler. I don't even have much of a memory of the place.
You do remember your parents telling you don't party with the Satyr King. We won't get you back.
I don't mention that.
It was clear your parents like the fear of worry at one time when you're just like, oh, this guy he says to come with him, and they're like, no, oh God, no. And guys just like, come on, we're gonna have some fun. He's like, he looks like a good time. He's like, come here, little kid. And it's not the Satyr King, it's just part of his entourage. He's just like, you wanna fucking get high?
It's like what's his face from Labyrinth?
Yeah. Dance the magic dance. It's very much like, it's not as messed up as Matt Mercer, what he did in the first campaign with like the circus that you can't leave type of deal for Fae people.
Oh, yeah.
But it's along those lines where you just get caught up and you lost forever. And
Yeah,
just because
the reason you don't go to the theater, the reason why why he hates the theater is because it's like because he went into it after the fact, that it's because it's like you go there and they're all like man-eating like entities that like you stay there forever until they kill you or something. Like it's a horrible experience.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't know
So
that.
it was just like a running joke that like Garmelie / what's his face?
The Traveler.
Yeah, the Traveler.
Artagan.
Yes. He was always
So many
like,
names.
Dude,
He's-
thousands.
He was like, yeah, I hate theater. To go to the theater is because it was because his perception of the word theater is very different.
You know what fruit Matt Mercer hates with a burning passion?
Fruit?
Yeah, I just saw an interview today between him and his wife, and
A burning
whatever.
passion?
he
I think I saw a lot.
yeah, it came up. It was GQ. It just randomly got recommended to me today when I was uploading videos and updating our videos for this. And I was surprised by his
I hate a
vehement,
fruit.
is that what it is? Hatred for this fruit.
Fruit.
Banana.
Is it
Nope.
like a normal fruit or is it like a weird fruit?
The normal fruit.
Pineapple?
I mean,
Apples.
Nope. Are you getting
Blueberry.
mad at me because it's technically a vegetable?
yeah,
One or the other.
it is
It's technically
technically
a
a fruit.
It's technically
Tomato.
a fruit. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Hate. Oh,
You hate
fuck off.
tomatoes?
You would have raked me over the coals if I said vegetable, and you'd be like, you would have been like, oh, actually. Fuck you.
I have always considered it a vegetable.
Well, it's a seeded thing, so whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
So,
it's
yeah, it
tomatoes,
doesn't
and he's
matter.
just like, as long as you obliterate that son of a bitch, then it's okay. He's like, you just gotta destroy it into paste like it deserves, and then it gets edible. But otherwise, don't you dare. He was just going on of calling it like all these like evil things. I'm just like, I love this.
That's hilarious.
This is really good.
So while we're just, chatting, catching up, Rolf's gonna take out his notebook
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna, write about what we've done, what we've done that day, discussed about, the plague doctor and then, the whole thing with Yatana. And next to all the stuff he's writing about Yatana and all the games we played, he's gonna draw a picture of what the room looked like with the shadows and everything and her looming shadow. And I'm gonna have a depiction of when she was playing Val with the cups, and it's gonna be like mid shuffle while she's shuffling it, and I'm gonna draw that into the notebook.
Love it.
Ulo's like looking over your hand as you're doing that, and he's like pointing at the corner of the page.
Laughing at.
I will draw in a badger doing a dance.
Yep. It's like in the video game Journal, you see that go on there, and then all of a sudden, like, it interrupts the cutscene a little bit, and you see a badger, and the narrator, oh, excuse me. As I was saying, as it comes back up, the badger's properly in it at that time.
Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Incredible. Okay.
Our next step is to talk to the Miners Guild, right?
If you choose that path, you could also try and deal with the Feywild stuff. You can try and do other
Nah.
There's plenty of other tasks.
We
Yeah.
put the Feywild on the back burner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to approach the Miners Guild and see if we can.
They're
See,
in town, right? Or are they out on the outskirts of the town?
In town. The mines were, the entire city was crafted around the mines.
Yeah.
Probably center
Mines
of the city
cool,
has this beautiful building over the mines. It's actually like a building you go into, which is kind of like security, and then it goes deep into the mines. Very dwarven, glorious, epic fantasy dwarven type of stuff there.
You know it's not structurally sound in all parts of the city. You know there are some caverns underneath some people's houses.
You betcha. There is absolutely, that's probably a running joke in this place of just like, counting your blessings that your house doesn't sink in, or, when somebody's trying to buy a house, they're like, oh, no underground inspections. Ha ha.
That's so
They're
messed up.
like, no. never buy a house.
You
without
worried
an
about
underground
radon. You
inspection.
don't want to live in Goldenswade. Sheesh. Oh,
right.
Fantasy OSHA is fuming.
Wow, that's what Show is doing now.
You don't know what
He's
Show's
doing
doing
underground
right now.
inspections.
You don't know if he's even alive. You guys quit. So
Nah, that's what he's doing. That's my
no,
canon.
it's not. I'll tell you that much. It's not. I have plans. That
He
canon
retired
timeline's-
and lived a happy life.
Looking
Nope.
at rocks.
Looking at rock.
And as we do know that there is a one shot at some point this month or next month coming up for the finale of Campaign 2 and the Ashaya group. So fucking sick of all the Ashaya main characters with their main character syndrome. I threw them all into one game. So between two different groups, you're also going to have the only guys that watch this, John and Nick, they're going to be joining us for that such game as well. So
Hell
we'll
yeah.
find
Gon
a day.
or
Ryan's,
Juan?
I thought was
Juan,
Ryan.
that is his name. Juan is John.
Juan,
and Nick is game guy.
Was
Hell
Ryan
yeah.
gonna play as well?
What's that? Oh, and
Was it
Ryan, you're
Ryan?
right. I forgot about
Yeah.
Ryan. Yeah, yeah.
So it's gonna
Ryan
be a
just joined for
big
the hell.
game.
It's
really
a
big
big game.
You forgot about me? Jeez, I'm right here.
No, you're Ryan number 1.
Okay.
Ryan number
Ryan
two.
number one.
According to you, yeah.
This
Yeah.
is some revisionist
Yeah,
history.
it depends on who you ask.
What does that name say? That's what matters underneath my name right now. That's what matters. Who's number 1 right
It
now?
says Ryan MC. Ryan main character? Wait a
Every
minute.
time. Every time. We all know the truth. Okay. You guys go over to the Miners Guild. It is this beautiful structure, well crafted, well made, inlays of gold veins into the architecture cover the entirety. Of the impressive architecture. Ari has taught me holding my breath will stop hiccups, and it works.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Old wives'
Did
tales
you-
for the win.
We were like, he's dead.
Bye, Reed. See, she has a positive effect on me. Anyway, anyways. You guys approach the building and you can see that there's a bunch of happy dwarves and other types of races as well. It's a mix, but heavily dominated by dwarves, because why not? I'm always mean to dwarves. They can have their day in the gold. And you guys approach.
Oh, the
and they're
dwarves
like,
are
"Oh,
mining. Wow, how original.
Stop.
They're all
No, we'll
gone.
never see another
That was
dwarf
gonna be
again.
nice.
No,
They're all gone.
Justin,
You take the dwarfs away. You got it. They're all gone. No dwarfs.
Let's go.
No dwarfs.
Murdered
Let's
them.
see. Let's see.
Genocide.
Fucking
I'm gonna.
murdered them.
Let's see.
No, no, let the
Give
dwarves
me a
be.
random D&D race that isn't a dwarf.
No.
So happy with himself.
Turned in my favor, boys.
You
Got 'em.
bastard. No. They had families.
Kenkus. They're all Kenkus.
That's
what
better.
got-
This
that got
is
stuck
way
out to
better.
me. It's all Kenkus.
Yep, go.
It's all Kenkus and their little hoods and armors and shit. That actually might be
you
way
came
more
with us
cool
gonna
and
be
better,
horrible.
actually. That
And
made
they
it
don't need
cooler.
any canaries.
And we don't have to change the height of anything that was made. What did you just say? What did he say?
That's-
So bad.
What
He
did
said
he
they don't
say?
need any canaries.
They don't need any canaries.
Get him out! Get him
That's
out of here!
incredible. That's
He's
incredible.
out of here! Get him out of the building!
All right, roll up the third race. Let's go.
Roll
Looks like we
again.
got Simic Hybrid.
No. We keep ruining good things.
No,
I'm gonna
no,
just
no,
keep my mouth
I
shut.
love the Kenku.
No, no, I'm keeping the
Yeah,
Kenkus
good.
and I'm adding the next race as just extras that are
Hell
in there as
yeah.
well. All right, all the dwarfs
So
don't
we
get
can have
any
people
more
that actually know
love.
how to talk.
Elves, yeah, well, Kenkus can talk in the newest rules.
Yeah. Very, Kenku-esque.
No,
as I know, they
can
just speak-
talk
they-
normally
they
in
speak
the,
normally
in
now.
the most updated
Yeah.
Yep.
version.
No,
right?
not my Kenku.
Stop.
Doesn't matter what your fucking Kenku is.
Why am I letting them get away with
What
this?
about your
please.
feelings, Justin?
All right,
Back in my
Demon
day.
Lord's welcoming you, and we're having another battle. Here we go. I told you they're looking for you.
All right,
Kenku.
I will allow the battle as long as you pick initiative 4.
Yeah, you please look at it.
I don't even have it open, so I imagine is everybody
So
above
Vorthos shows
Can
up.
can we keep it for next time, please? It's so good.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
A Kenku and a Tiefling are the two guards that meet you.
Nice.
And they're like, welcome. Are you here to exchange or to cash out?
We are actually a group that just came out of Dawn Call. We passed by Hollowstorm and helped out the city as it was under some distress. And
Oh, we heard some rumors about that. That was your thank you. Thank you for helping the people of Dawncal. Always looking
Yeah.
to help one each other out. Very good.
we heard that there was an issue about a plague doctor and some stuff happening around the city, and we were wondering if we could lend our aid if there was any need for it.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I mean, make a persuasion check. As they exchange glances.
That is a 12. But fuck it! I'm gonna use my tactician's mind.
Okay.
I don't know if I lost that, but I'm gonna use it anyways. That's a 19.
Okay. They look to each other and they're just like, you know what? Let me go get somebody real quick, and you might be able to do some help. As they go out and come back, and you see a Kenku holding a shovel covered in all sorts of gold veins, has gold rings on their hand as they come through. The Kenku has this massive demeanor, and he looks giant as he starts walking out the door, but then as he starts coming down the steps towards you guys, you see he's just a halfling size, bigger than normal Kenku, and swole. And he's swole Kenku. As the Kenku looks to you guys, and he's just like, you're the lot that stopped that pit fiend, huh?
We at least got the people out.
We rescued the people that were there. We didn't directly save the village. That was, I believe, they sent some of the. I think they sent one of the Valkyries of the city, but it was our message to the city that brought them there.
You see, he gives you a look up and down and goes, glad you're honest with me. All right. You seem like a good adventuring group. Do you have the credentials to be out here doing work?
We do. We've already spoken to the mayor and Detective Tarlin. They've accepted us as assistants and given us allowance to do our own independent investigation to try and help assist with the ongoing supernatural issues in the area.
Do you show him anything or just say?
Yeah, did we get deputized? Were we given anything?
Yes.
We
You were given by, remember, Alora back when you were given a thing to show that you're able to go out and do stuff.
And
Dawn.
I will.
okay,
I'll
okay,
hold
okay,
up the Dawncal Council, the passport.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
you
yes.
see, he reaches his hand out for a handshake.
I shake it, give it a nice firmness.
Yeah, you give it a firmness, and then you're just like, oh, God, a minor handshake type of deal. It is just exactly the firmest, callous, meat handshake from a Kenku. Just,
like
oh, I didn't know
gargoyle.
a feather hand could do this. Do they even have fingers? Ah!
It's like ripping a rough gargoyle.
Yes. And he's like, I love a group that's on the up and up and can play by the rules. Name's Bosch, head miner here. I think I could use your help. We've been having some issues with one of our mines, and it scaring a lot of people around town, but you groups seem like a bunch of outside eyes might be exactly what you need. And since you were honest and forthright, and I'm a good judge of character in these parts, I think you guys might do the right thing and help us. If you don't, then you'll be forever banned from the Miners Guild and probably get your ass kicked out of Goldenswade. So, you know, here and there. But I think your lot's not gonna give me the runaround. Well, you look like you could be trouble though. He points over to Ty, and he's like, and you don't have a single thought going through your head right now. As he points over to the badger, and you see, just like, and you're probably doing whatever with anything. Maybe there's a cat on the streets right now that you're playing with.
You're very astute, sir, but we do good work.
And the trouble she causes is harmless in her intent.
Hey, if you can keep her in line, that's all I care about. I got plenty of blockheads that I work with. The world's an imperfect place. All right. You want to go right now, or do you have business otherwhere that you would want to schedule to check?
We came here kind of first. We thought if we got in your good graces, that would pull a bit of weight around town.
Consider the grace is good. Thanks for being honest with me. That's what upstanding people is what we need around this world.
I agree.
Can you give us details about the mine where the incidents have occurred?
I'll take you to them.
Thank you.
I'd rather.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's get down to business.
Excellent.
To defeat the...
Hey, go get two of my boys and tell them to come out here. They'll join us, and we'll be on our way. And so they run in, get two tieflings come out, and then an extra Kenku's following them, and he just like, the other ones are like, oh no, he can't come. He's like, he's here, he gets to come. As a group of 4 of them come with you guys, and he's like, all right, let's go. As they start going into the streets, all of them have masks on, all of them have cleanliness and stuff very clear on them, as much as possible. You still have like gold veins. Some of them came right from, but then tried to clean up. There's still stuff going on, but he takes you inside and starts then going towards different areas until you go walk for maybe 10 minutes through all these different marble inlays on the ground where you have those gold veins running through, and then there's little spots that are just open, that are just like straight dives hundreds of feet into a mine shaft out of nowhere. And then there's elevators of mine shafts, the ones they've made like back in the day, from ropes and pulleys and stuff. And then you find some nicer ones in certain areas that are made out of artifice and gears it's not steampunk, but it's something else. Maybe it's not diesel, not electricity, but whatever. Much of that. What the fuck is it called? I've used it many times. Clockwork. Jesus, clockwork. Many clockwork designs. And then finally, you come to a clockwork design type of elevator that has been like closed off, and you see he comes over and he takes his rings and he puts the rings in on a little pad that's there. You can see an arcane rune show up, and all of a sudden the invisible wall dissipates, and then you can hear some locks come off, and the thing opens, and he goes, "I'll take you down, and you can see for yourself the strangeness we've been experiencing down there that maybe you can shed some light on. Let's go." All of you guys get onto the elevator, and as it descends, that's where we'll end today's episode.